hello guys welcome welcome back to Knitting Catalog. I'm happy to be in your presence today is another beautiful day for adorable baby shoe tutorial. How to knit a baby shoe, so easy to knit, and I know that you will enjoy this tutorial. So I'm going to use yeye ball as usual, and I'm going to use two color of yeye ball for this baby shoe. And before we continue, I want to say thank you to everybody that have subscribed, and if you are just coming by my channel for the first time today, you are welcome. Please subscribe so that we can enjoy knitting together in Knitting Catalog. So concerning this baby shoe, I have the sample here so you can see what I mean. This is adorable. You can see how the rib is so thick, and it's easy to wear for a baby of 0 to 3 months. This is for a baby of 0 to 3 months, and I'm using silver reel knitting machine standard gauge to use for this tutorial. 3-ply wool acrylic yarn is what I use for this, and it's in two colors, white and baby pink. You can decide to knit your own baby shoe with one color or two, and you can still add a flower to fancy it up, any decoration to fancy it up. You can knit it in any color of your choice. So this is what we have for this week, the tutorial of how to knit this particular baby shoe. So let's see how to knit this, guys. So guys, to knit this baby shoe, I have to cast on 15 by 15 needles. So right now I'm going to do a wrap on the 15 by 15 needles right now. Going for a wrap right now. That's it, guys. Then I'm going to set my row counter right now to 0 0. That's it. Then I'm going to change my tension to 8. Changing my tension to 8 right now. Then I'm going to knit 25 rows right now. This is one. Then bringing the needle out to E position to knit several rows, and make sure the rows are 25. So guys, you can see what we have at 25 rows. So I'm going to use stitches marker to mark this right now at 25 rows right now. So you can see what we have at 25. So right now I'm going to cast off 16 needles from this side, and I'm going to be left with 14 needles at work. So cast off 16 needles right now. So I'm going to use this to do the cast off. So cast off 16 needles. So guys, you can see what we have. We have 14 needle left at work. 1 2 3 4 5. Yes, 14 needles at work right now, and meanwhile 16 needles have left the work. So right now I'm going to fix my yarn back onto the yarn feeder and knit 18 rows. 1. Remember, we mark this area, mark this area with anything you have to mark, but I use stitches marker here. So this is one row. So guys, you can see what we have. Now I've knitted 18 rows, and the row counter is saying 43 rows right now. So I'm going to mark at 18 rows right now, then that's it, guys. Then right now I'm going to remove my yarn and wrap the 16 needles back to work. So the 16 needle I cast off from this work around here, I'm going to bring them back to work by doing a wrap right now, guys. So guys, I've e-wrapped the 16 needle back to work, and I'm going to knit 25 rows right now. So that's it. I did not change my tension. So guys, you can see what we have. So right now, this is the front side of the baby shoe. That's why we mark this 18 rows right now. So I'm going to cast off right now. So I'm going to knit one row and use my picker to cast off right now. So guys, I'm going to leave a long tail of yarn for sewing. I'm going to leave a long tail of yarn for sewing right now. So I'm going to cut just like this and draw it out for sewing it. So you can see what we have here. So I'm going to face back this area to knitting machine just like this. So I'm going to fold it into two, to find the center of this shape, this place. So to find the center, so I'm going to make sure I lap it up and look for the center. Here is the center, and I'm going to make sure the front side face the knitting machine. So just like this, then I'm going to drive my carriage back to the right side and face the center on the center 0 right now. So you can see the needle at the center 0 right now. So I'm going to face this back on 20 by 20 needle. So I'm going to go straight to here, then fix them back on 20 by 20 needle. Don't take much seam, just face back. That's it, guys. Then I'm going to change my yarn to the second color. Still on tension 8. I'm going to knit one row right now. That's it, guys. Then I'm going to select my needle back to rib 1 by 1 and knit 60 rows with tension 8. So select the rib back to 1 by 1, then knit 60 rows in rib. So that's the second row. I'm going to set my row counter back to 0 0 and leave 2 on the last one. That's it. Then continue knitting till 60 rows. So guys, you can see the 60 rows of rib. So I'm going to fold it, coming to this area to pick the first stitch, then start to fold. Bring back the empty needle to work by folding it this way. So that's it, guys. I'm going to cast off right away. Guys, you can see the cast off right now. So I'm going to leave a long tail of yarn for sewing too. So that's it, guys. And I'm going to remove it for sewing. That's it, guys. So you can see what we have right now. You can see what we have. So right now I'm going to go into the sewing of this baby. So I'm going to fold them into two. The pink side, guys, I'm going to start to sew the pink side first, and I'm going to fold it into two and sew down, the down foot, and sew it down too. this area. This is where we mark, guys. So I'm going to start from here. Make sure you did not take much allowances. You know, the seam is not so big. Make sure. Then I'm going to sew through this area. I'm going to sew after finishing this, you know, from here to here. I'm going to come down to this place right now. So guys, you can see that we have sewn from here down to this area right now. Then I'm going to open up this so you can see. So I'm going to set it properly. I'm going to set it properly so you can see what we have. So why this marking? I'm going to bend the sewing through this marking here. I'm going to bend this sew from here, you know, to come to this place. I'm not going to sew straight. So I'm going to start my sewing right now from this angle. From this angle, just for it to be a little bit bent. So I'm going to start from this angle, the sewing of the front side, then knot my yarn. That's it. Then I'm going to sew down to this marking right now. You know, hold the two together and sew. So you can see what I mean. Don't tight it too much. So you see from here I'm going straight to this point, then I will continue straight. So that's it. I hold the two together, you know, then that's I can remove this now. Then I'm going to continue straight after here. So you can see the purpose of the marking right there. Then I'm going to continue straight till when I get to the second marking. So very close to the second marking right now. That's it. Then I'm going to bend my sewing towards the down part, you know. So that's it. So I can remove this now. Then I'm going to sew towards by bending it to cuff it down. So I'm going to knot it right now. That's it. So, you know, we cuff it and come straight and sew towards cuffing down. Then right now is to sew this, you know, sew this first. Then I'm going to sew. So I'm going to sew this, go in like this, then turn and turn and turn and turn till it goes like that, then turn it back to sew properly. So let's see how this is being done too. So guys, you can see I'm going to start from the inner part of it. This is the yarn, starting from the inner part. Then I'm going to sew through this way. Don't take too much allowances. So guys, you can see that I've gotten to the end, so I'm going to turn. So you can see. Then I'm going to sew close up this area right now by sewing it gently with little allowance. Then I'm going to knot it here. Then you can see what we have right now.